Welcome back, everybody, to another predictions video. Today we're going to be predicting what happens tomorrow night at AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling's Forbidden Door. Now, I want to apologize in advance for probably messing up a lot of names on this card, but let's just go with it anyway. It's going to be a ton of fun. First up, we got the Factories, QT Marshall and Aaron Solo versus Hiroshi Tanahashi and Yoshihashi. There has been absolutely no build to this match, and so I don't know what to say. I'm just going to say that Hiroshi Tanahashi and Yoshihashi get the win. So up next, we have Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado. This match has also had absolutely no build to it, but I'm going to go with Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado for the win because it seems like they're trying to split up Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland soon, so that's my pick. Up next, we have the Gun Club and Maxcaster versus the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo. This again has had no build, but I am the most excited for this buy-in match out of all the other buy-in matches, just because I have been loving what Maxcaster, Anthony Bowens, and the Gun Club have been doing. It has been absolutely hilarious, and I feel like once Anthony Bowens gets better, I feel like they're going to push him to a tag team title shot sometime in the near future. So, I'm going to go with the Gun Club and Maxcaster to get the victory. To start off the show, we have the Bullet Club versus the Dudes with Attitudes. Now, it seems like they've just taken an AEW rivalry and thrown some New Japan people in there, so it can be the Forbidden Door. But I'm still excited nonetheless. We have the Young Bucks reuniting with the Bullet Club one night only against the Dudes with Attitudes. It's very exciting to think of, and I'm going to go with the Dudes with Attitudes for the victory. So up next, we have the Jericho Appreciation Society, Minoru Suzuki versus Eddie Kingston. 1/4 of the Blackpool Combat Club, Wheeler Yuta and Shota Umino. Now, honestly, this match seems kind of filler just to get to Blood and Guts, which is the main conclusion. But I'm still pretty excited to see Minoru Suzuki back and Shota Umino for the first time. I feel like this is going to be a pretty good match, and I feel like the Jericho Appreciation Society and Minoru Suzuki will get the victory over Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Shota Umino. Now up next, you have Thunder Rosa defending her AEW Women's World Championship against Toni Storm. Now, I have no idea what's going on with this match, especially since Nyla Rose attacked Toni Storm on Dynamite. That just got me really confused, and Thunder Rosa coming out to save Toni Storm. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm just going to say Thunder Rosa gets the victory and retains her AEW Women's World Championship. Now up next, you have the Fatal 4-Way match to decide who's going to be the first ever All-Atlantic Champion. You have Malachi Black versus Pac versus Miro versus Clark Connors. And they had a tournament on Dynamite with Pac defeating Buddy Matthews, Malachi Black defeating Penta El Cero Miedo, aka Penta Oscuro, and Miro defeating Ethan Page. And it was supposed to be Ishii instead of Clark Connors, but Ishii got injured, so Clark Connors took his place. I am very excited for this match, and I believe Miro is going to win the belt and go on a run like when he had the TNT Championship, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So up next, we have Will Ospreay defending his IWGP United States Championship against freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Now, this all started when FTR were calling out Jeff Cobb and Great-O-Khan, and then out of nowhere, instead of Jeff Cobb and Great-O-Khan, we got Will Ospreay and Aussie Open, and that led to Will Ospreay versus Daxie Axe Harwood, where Will Ospreay picked up the victory, and you won't guess who made their iconic return afterward. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Now, that led to this great matchup between two great competitors. And I'm going to predict that Will Ospreay gets the victory because he won the belt like 1 or 2 weeks ago. And he's such a good talent. There's no way they're going to make him a transitional champion for Orange Cassidy to pick up the belt. So my final prediction is Will Ospreay. Speaking of FTR and United Empire, we have FTR versus Jeff Cobb and Great-O-Khan versus Roppongi Vice for the IWGP World Tag Team Championships and the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Now, this all started when FTR were putting their Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships on the line against Roppongi Vice in an amazing match on Dynamite. And then out of nowhere, Jeff Cobb and Great-O-Khan came in and ruined all the fun, ended the match, and that's what led to FTR calling out Jeff Cobb and Great-O-Khan, bringing Will Ospreay in. But that doesn't matter right now. Right now, we have this Trios Tag Team Championship match to predict. Now, I'm going to predict FTR. This was the hardest match for me to predict, and so I added a little bit of bias in there because all three of these teams could win. Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan have experience in Ring of Honor. Roppongi Vice has experience in Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling. And FTR is just an amazing tag team that would represent New Japan Pro Wrestling greatly. So I'm just going to use my bias in here and predict FTR to get the victory. Up next, we have Zack Sabre Jr. and a mystery opponent, the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club, chosen specifically by Bryan Danielson. Now, this match was supposed to be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bryan Danielson, but Danielson sadly got injured at the Anarchy in the Arena match. And so Danielson is bringing in somebody new for the Blackpool Combat Club against Zack Sabre Jr., and he's going to be in the Blood and Guts Chamber against the Jericho Appreciation Society. But anyways, first prediction, I think that the mystery opponent will be the Swiss Superman, Cesaro. It's just the obvious one because Johnny Gargano wouldn't make sense. I heard rumors of The Fiend, but that would make even less sense. Honestly, the number one pick would probably be Cesaro. And so that's just what I'm predicting. And now, who is going to win the match between Zack Sabre Jr. and Cesaro? I would believe that Cesaro is going to win because it's his first match for the company. It's their debut. I just feel like Cesaro has to get the win here. So next we have the Switchblade Jay White putting his IWGP Heavyweight Championship on the line against Hangman Adam Page, Kazuchika Okada, and Adam Cole, baby. And this all started when Hangman Adam Page called out Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Then Adam Cole came out and corrected Hangman Adam Page, saying that Jay White had a chance of defeating Okada for the belt. And that's exactly what he did. And so for the next few weeks, Jay White and Adam Cole were terrorizing Adam Page until Kazuchika Okada made his AEW debut, helped out Adam Page, hit a Rainmaker on Adam Cole and Jay White, and just shocked the world. Now we have this great match. Honestly, I feel like this could be the match of the night. Now my prediction is Jay White, because just like with Will Ospreay, he won it like a week or two ago, and there's no way that they're going to give it back to Kazuchika Okada after he just lost it. And I don't think they're going to give it to Hangman Adam Page or Adam Cole. I feel like they're going to want to keep the IWGP Championship in New Japan. And so I feel like the smartest idea would be to keep it on the Switchblade Jay White. And finally, we have Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Jon Moxley for the interim AEW World Championship in the main event of Forbidden Door. And this all came to be when CM Punk defeated Hangman Adam Page to become the world champion at Double or Nothing and got injured the following Dynamite. That led to Kyle O'Reilly winning a battle royal to determine who would face Jon Moxley, the number one contender, in the main event. Now, we all know that Jon Moxley defeated Kyle O'Reilly to move on to Forbidden Door. Now, Hiroshi Tanahashi made it to Forbidden Door by defeating Hiroki Goto at Dominion. But now, who will I predict to win the AEW Interim World Championship? I believe that Jon Moxley will defeat Hiroshi Tanahashi in the main event and go on to face CM Punk for the World Championship at a later date. Now that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know your predictions down in the comment section below, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!